If you're not able to create a good offer, nothing else matters in your business. And when I think about most businesses that struggle, that's not able to scale and get over whatever plateau they have, it is simply because they do not have a really good offer. So today, we're going to break down the entire blueprint. What's up, family? Welcome to another episode of the Grind Season Show, where we jump into the strategies, the tactics, the resources, the step-by-step blueprint to being able to build a successful business online. Now, if you weren't able to check out my last video, I broke down the 4 secrets on how to build a 6-figure online business this year. And what we're going to do today, we're going to dive deeper on one of the most important pieces of your business, which is all about creating the perfect offer. And this is actually going to be the first secret of the 4 secret method that you guys definitely want to check out. Not only am I going to break down what is the perfect offer, but I'm also going to give you away the exact formula on how I build the perfect offer for myself, as well as my clients, as well as the formula that I've taught to over 1,000 entrepreneurs in the past year. Over the past year, I generated $5 million in sales for my clients. This year, we're expected to hit at least about $15 to $20 million in client sales. This is going to be the exact formula that I'm going to continue to use because it's just something that works, all right? Now, when I tell you the importance of your perfect offer, the thing is, it doesn't matter how good everything else is in your business, how good your fulfillment is, how good you deliver service. It doesn't matter how good, your marketing is. If you're not able to create a good offer, nothing else matters in your business. And when I think about most businesses that struggle, that's not able to scale and get over whatever plateau they have, it is simply because they do not have a really good offer. So today, we're going to break down the entire blueprint. Now, before we get started, let's break down what is a good offer. All right, now the way I like to describe an offer is that it needs to be a no-brainer. It needs to be very clear, very obvious, like this is a solution to my problem. When you describe your offer, when you present to people how it is that you can provide value to them, they need to feel as though they're going to be missing out if they do not take advantage of it. And honestly, you want it to be to the point where they really feel stupid that they didn't take advantage of it. It's like when you present your offer and, if they say no to it, they think about it for the next few days. Like, wow, did I miss out on the opportunity? I am missing out on something. Do I need to circle back, right? And I always say something that will always create a really strong offer is the fact that if your offer is solving a problem that never goes away for a person until they actually get it solved. So a lot of people that we work with, I'll give you a perfect example. We help business owners implement systems to be able to scale their business, okay? And here's the thing, if they never put those solutions in place and they never put systems in their business to be able to scale, they're always going to have to deal with that pain. And I can't tell you how many times people heard my offer, didn't take advantage of it, and then they came back months later like, hey, I'm still dealing with this problem. Can you come work with me? And honestly, they missed out at the time because the price just keeps increasing, right? It's very important to build an offer that solves a problem that they constantly have to deal with until they figure out some type of solution. Now, I'm about to break down the exact formula that I use to actually build my offers for myself as well as my clients. And what I like to call this is the power offer. And to figure out how to create your power offer, there's going to be a few things that you have to define, okay? So the first thing that you have to define is, who is this actually for? Who is it that you are helping? And this is the power of niching down. See, a lot of people actually struggle to grow their business because they make their offer too general, right? And when we do that, when we're speaking to people about our business, we don't really resonate with them well enough because we're talking too general, right? But when you're able to actually niche down and focus on a specific person, what ends up happening is when you communicate to that person about how you can solve their problems is very specific. They feel like it really resonates with them. So the first step is to identify who is your offer for. The next thing you need to identify is, what is it that they want? Like, what are they actually looking for, right? And there's 2 ways to look at this, right? You could look at what it is that they want, or you could figure out what it is that they no longer want to deal with. So when you start off the power offer formula, the first statement that you're going to say is, hey, I am looking to help this person who is dealing with this problem, or I am looking to help this person who wants this type of result. right? So that's where we start off at. That's the first step about the power offer. The next thing that you want to do is you want to identify a clear one-sentence statement that talks about your promise. What is it that you are helping them achieve, okay? So for example, for me, if I'm helping business coaches acquire clients, something that I can easily say is, I'll help you acquire 5 clients per week. The other piece of the one-sentence promise is that you need to figure out how long it's going to take them to deliver the results. People like to know how long it's going to take for them to get a specific result, right? So we really want to focus on the result, not necessarily what we're doing for them, but what is the end result that they're going to get as a result of working with us, right? Let's do my statement. I help you acquire 5 clients per week in the next 30 days. So that's the next statement that we want to do, right? So let's combine the first 2 pieces of the power offer. There's only 3 pieces, and this covers the first 2. So if you are a business coach that is looking to increase your sales, I'll help you acquire 5 clients per week in the next 30 days. Very clear on what I'm doing. Everybody who owns a business needs to be able to make a clear statement such as that. Now, here's the final piece of the power offer that really makes it extremely valuable. And this is the piece that most people miss out on. Now, this last piece is actually the most important piece about the power offer because it allows you to stand out in the market. So what you want to identify is, by working with you, how are they getting that result without having to deal with something if they were to do it by themselves or to work with somebody else? The way to make this very clear is, for example, for me, I'll give you guys a clear example. Business coaches typically are taught that they have to do things like webinar, create a lot of content on social media to be able to grow their business. Those are typically the things that business coaches hate to do in order to increase their sales and acquire clients. So what I do for my power offer is I come off and I say, hey, I can help you increase sales and acquire clients without doing webinars or creating content on social media. So it's very important for you to identify, hey, my method is unique because you do not have to do what you would normally do if you were to work with someone else or if you were to do another strategy, right? So we have to identify what are those roadblocks that typically prevent people from getting the result that they would like to get. What's that roadblock, and how does your offer allow them to get that result without dealing with that roadblock? All right, so let's put it all together. Let's piece it together. The first thing you want to identify is you want to identify who is it you're helping and what is it that they want or don't want to deal with. The second piece is you have to identify your clear one-sentence promise that you're making to that person. And then the final piece is you have to identify what is it that they do not have to deal with as a result of working with you to get those results. So let's bring in my power offer. If you're a business coach that is looking to increase your sales, I will help you acquire 5 clients per week in the next 30 days without creating content on social media. Very clear statement. I suggest for everyone to make sure you create that statement when you are creating your offer. Now, one of the things that I teach people is you do not have to start from scratch to be able to build your offer. The best place to start is actually to find a competitor and actually start off by copying their offer. See what it is that they offer. They've already done the hard work for you. They already tested the offer. They already see that it obviously works if they're a successful business. So the best businesses actually start off by duplicating other businesses and then adding their own flavor on it. So if you're struggling to figure out where do you start with your offer, the best place to start is by actually researching other competitors, see what they're offering. And here's the thing, take it a step further. If they're offering things on their website, if they're offering for you to join their newsletter or subscribe to any of their marketing, right? What you want to do is you do want to subscribe it. You want to check out what their material looks like. You want to check out what is the pain that they're talking about when they're talking about solving something for their customer, right? So doing that type of research can really help you get a head start on being able to build your offer. So now that you know how to build your offer and you know how to actually kick off your offer by duplicating what the competition is doing, I'm going to give you the exact method that we use to confirm that we have a good offer and it's something that's worth putting out to the public, something that makes us feel really confident about what we have to offer before we actually launch our product or services. So the first thing to do is think of the 3 key considerations of creating an offer. And those 3 things are going to be the price, the quality, and the speed of delivery. And the best thing that you can do is actually compare those 3 things against the competition. So think about the price. If you are offering a price that's similar to someone else's, then you are probably in that good price range, right? But obviously we see competitors that offer different price ranges. Typically they offer different price ranges because they are considering the quality of service that they're providing, and they're also considering the speed of delivery. Okay, now think of a cleaning company. This is what I like to think about. If you have a cleaning company that's charging a certain amount, and then you compare that to another cleaning company that's probably charging a much higher amount, it's probably because they're delivering higher quality of service, and they're probably completing that task a lot quicker than other companies. And then let's take it to the other side. If someone is charging a very low price, there's probably a strong likelihood that the service is not going to be as good, and the quality of service might not be as well. And it makes sense, right? They're probably not paying their cleaners as much. Their cleaners probably aren't as talented than the other cleaners. They're not using the resources like the other cleaning company. So when you think about your offer, you want to really evaluate how it compares to other offers that are out there in the market, from the price, from the speed of delivery, and then the quality of service. And when you measure where you land at with that, then you can start to see, am I really delivering a more superb product or service to the market? If I'm beating someone in all three of those consideration areas, then there's a strong chance that my offer is going to really stand out compared to what the market is doing. So just make sure you do that type of research when it comes to actually launching your products. And then the final thing that you want to think of when it comes to considering if you actually have a good offer or not, you actually just want to communicate with the potential people that you're selling to. So I teach everyone that I work with, the thing that you need to do is you don't need to assume what the market wants from you. And that's honestly one of the biggest mistakes that most entrepreneurs make when they're launching their product or service, is that they try to just assume what people want instead of just asking them directly. And you'll be surprised at how many people are more than willing to have a conversation with you to see if your product or service is actually a good fit for them. So I always suggest, before you launch your product or service, don't just assume what the market wants. Take some time to actually survey your potential audience. Take some time, go out, have some conversations with your potential prospect, and just see if it's something that they actually want. This is why so many large corporations, they spend so much money on marketing research. They spend a ton of money on doing surveys and study groups and things like that, because they really want to make sure that what they are offering to the market is something that the market actually wants. So when you create your power offer and you take and you look at the three considerations of what makes an offer a really good offer, the next thing that you want to do is actually go have conversations with your potential prospect and see if that offer is something that they actually want. And if it isn't, take the feedback that they give you, go implement it, and just keep running that cycle over and over again. And then what I love about people who already have, a market, let's say someone already has an email list, it's very easy just to survey your current email list and just ask them, what do they think about, your products or services? What are some things that they would like to see you offer and things like that? And that's really going to be able to help you go to the next level in terms of creating an offer that the market actually wants. So that is the exact blueprint on how you are going to be able to build the perfect offer for your client. If you found this video valuable, make sure that you like and subscribe to our channel. We're going to be dropping these episodes every single week. Now, if you want to go to the next level, what I want to do is offer you a free opportunity to join our newsletter. People who are a member of our newsletter, they get invited to free training sessions just about every other week. We're constantly giving away a ton of value, things that we're actually doing for our larger clients. We actually provide that to our newsletter list because we want to see you guys go out there and win and get some action done as well. All right, so make sure that you look at the link in the description on how to subscribe to our newsletter. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, share it with a friend. I'll see you guys on the next episode.